Some proposals from Mr. Winter, who's currently involved with the PEG channel, and another live stream, Mark Hyman, his group. The presentations were good, and there was some discussions at that time, and then it just kind of fell on the back burner. So Isaiah put a committee together and talked about it, and it was on the agenda last week for discussion. And the interested parties have sent letters of interest to council expressing their interest in being named as the PEG channel coordinator. Those letters are in your packets for consideration. And I think based on the presentations last time and the letters of interest, and I think we're ready for a thoughtful discussion and finally putting this thing to bed by naming a PEG channel coordinator.
I don't think you were here last month.
Okay.
We tabled it because you tabled it because you weren't here, so I wanted your input since you're the committee.
Well, we didn't think it right to proceed without you.
Sure.
So,
How many members do you have?
Me.
Okay.
I have one interested party, but that's not enough to unfortunately
Have a board.
have a board, so it's kind of fell to the wayside, even being advertised as it was as well. Prior to the meeting, I sent everyone here the contract as well that the city had put together for the PEG channel. And currently, we don't have a contract, as far as I understand.
That's correct.
It's still open-ended.
Mr. Varsik had put a contract together, it was discussed, and I think the main issue was because it was a succession of managers during this period, it was never followed up on. Mr. Winter contends that he was ready to move ahead with the project, and because the contract was never executed, that he was unable to secure sponsors and vendors and things that would have made his running of the channel viable from a financial standpoint. So that's kind of where it laid for the last several months.
One of the things whenever I first asked to put this meeting together, is I reviewed the contract as well, and looking back, there's some notes, there were some edits that I would like to see done to the contract. One, the biggest one that I would like to see is if council's not being broadcasted for X amount of time, that would be terms for us to terminate the contract and find another provider. Currently, that's not sitting in the contract. That was the biggest one, as far as I could tell. Otherwise, I think everything else in the contract is pretty cut and dry, fairly clean for the city's benefit overall.
I did have some feedback from a few people that like to tune into council. Why, I don't know, but different times that it wasn't on, and they were kind of disappointed that, in the past, so it's been sketchy.
Sure. And that's something that we have to take into consideration, especially if we're gonna be named, or the governing body over top of this channel. It's in our better interest to have it on the television as well.
If more people can follow what we're up to, the better.
Sure. So that's what I had right off the bat. Now, are we looking for recommendations as to who we think should move forward with the contract? Is that what we're looking for tonight?
Yes,
Well, then, me personally, I would put my recommendation into the stream to broadcast the PEG channel from here on out.
stream media.
Yes.
I thought the presentations, most of the presentations were good. Because last time, I didn't really need to see it for the presentation, but I think that the stream media business model is more conducive to filling up with programming. The fact that through experience, they have programming prepared. I know there's some concern locally that the Grace Church services continue to be offered on the Oil City channel. A lot of people tune into that, and very involved in Venango Video in the past, and expressed that over and over. To me, their big concern was that church service is available. There's a lot of people that are shut in, they can't make it, and they tune in weekly, to follow, so.
The people that can't go to church.
My only concern with the stream is it would be all of a sudden, it would be all Titusville programming, and, we want a lot of local, Oil City-based, programming, if it's gonna be hard, pay channel.
And that was the original thought of the committee, was to assemble a committee to basically govern what they broadcast and make it more local oriented. I guess, we can make that a rule on council.
I do recall that Mr. Rule, I got that right, he wasn't big on having a governing body overseeing his operations.
Well,
I think he was comfortable with that, so.
I can say with great confidence that the stream would love to be down here. So if we set those terms up, then if he really wants to be down
Yeah,
here,
it's our channel.
it's our channel, we can set the contract and we can set it to how we would like to see it.
I would agree. If we're in charge of the channel, it's our channel, we should have the last say of what the channel says. Doesn't mean we have to necessarily.
Well, we don't need programmers.
No, we don't have to be programmers, but,
Pick what programs you want to show.
yeah, but like, they do what you do your thing to the TV guy. It's like, we want, this needs to be on there, that needs to be on there.
Yeah, and that was part of the thought with the committee. Quarterly we'll meet with, whoever was gonna be the broadcaster, and this is what we're planning on showing. We give you okay, we don't give you okay. And again, try to make it more local programming rather than Titusville. Although I think it's beneficial to have Titusville information on there as well. Every one of us travels to Titusville, may have family in Titusville, so I think it's beneficial. So, but try to make it more locally oriented.
Who's gonna be on the board?
Well, you're looking at. No one submitted any letters of
I
interest.
made, when the committee was first approached, I contacted a handful of folks who were involved in the committee's discussion a couple of years ago. And most of them have moved on, and they had an interest at that time. As a matter of fact, the one gentleman from the school district, I talked to him, and he had an interest at that time to promote some of the things he was doing at the school, but that kind of fell by the wayside. So there's a couple when re-advertised. Dick Baker was interested in serving. I think Chip was interested in serving. So there was a couple guys who were interested in serving, but the committee formally never pulled together because we had a multitude of other things pending, budgets and, the other things that happened in the fall.
The interesting thing about, Mr. Baker was, I tried to contact him several times, and we can never make communication either way. I would say that Chip was the only one that hounded me, on a fairly persistent level to try to get something formed.
Like you were talking about programming, my son works for PBS in Erie, and they have a board of directors that tell them what they want for programming and stuff on the radio and TV, so it'll be no different than that board there, telling what these guys will be, for programming.
Yeah.
For down here, so, that would be kind of what the board would do is, hey, this is what we want to see down here.
Sure.
It's gonna take a lot of programming to fill up all that airtime, so it's not like, I feel like, I guess at this point, that the stream is more prepared to fill up some of that airtime and give some more content to the community. Not much content right now.
Well, one of the biggest things is they are very established at this point. They have content, some local, some not local, and that makes it a little bit easier.
Mr. Hines, the middleman, he's heavily involved in programming on that, so.
Right.
I'm sure he would look out for the interest of Oil City, his reporting.
Sure.
Okay. We need a motion here, a second.
I make the motion that we, appoint the stream as the new take channel provider.
Second.
Any other discussion?
call.
Mr. Massey?
Yes.
Mr. Pop?
Yes.
Mr. Dunham?
Yes.
Mr. Gustafson?
Yes.
Mr. Moon?
Yes. Next, we have